I'm a civilian now. That's what I love being a civilian. But you know, it really makes me feel good. It's humbling, no matter where I go, even if it's outside my district. People say we were sorry to see you leave. You did a good job for us, and my staff and we did a good job for our constituents, and they're concerned about my health. So it's a good thing. I can't go anywhere without somebody coming up to me and saying something about we miss you, we wish you well. I never planned on running for Congress. I never. I'm an elected district attorney. I enjoyed that. It's still my favorite job that I've ever had is district attorney. Debt was significantly increasing. We're having hassles with the wars that were going on. And I decided that, well, since I didn't like the direction the country was going, run for office and do something about it. So I ran against an incumbent Democrat. We won. Republican Congressional Committee. Didn't think I had too much of a chance of winning, but we did. We had no money. And I went out and raised money from people, and we won that election. First time I took out a two-term Democrat, and we beat him by 10 points. And I had elections after that, no primaries, but elections after that each time. And we just kept winning. And it was jumped up to 65%, then 68%, and 73%, and 74%. And so people apparently liked what we were doing. I was planning on leaving after 5 terms, which would have been 10 years. So actually, this would have been my last term. And towards the end of January, I only have half a kidney. It shut down. So I knew I was in some bad shape because in 1999 I was diagnosed with renal cell carcinoma, kidney cancer. I can't be driving back and forth to DC. I can't be running around the district. I had the largest district in the state. And I can't serve my constituents well. It's time for me to leave. I didn't want anybody to know. People knew that I had cancer over the years, but that's a private thing. You know, I didn't want people to feel sorry for me. You know, it's a thing between my family and me, and that was it. But once you get into the public life, as much as I had been in the public life, I had a couple of people convince me that you owe it to your constituents. You owe it to people that supported you and contacts that you've made. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. And I wasn't ashamed of it. I just didn't want people to feel sorry for me. I called the president once while I was in Congress. Once. And the president, since I left, has called me a couple of times. I would not use that chip unless it were critically important to my constituents and the country. I want the business guy. I want the guy that, yeah, his father was a millionaire, but he turned that into billions of dollars. So I want the guy who creates jobs. And everything the president had promised, he's come through with. I miss it. I miss the people. I miss my staff, and I miss my constituents. But I got to tell you, I don't miss going to chicken dinners, and I don't miss having to drive. My truck has over 182,000 miles on it. It's a 2014, and I put that all going to DC and driving around the largest district in Pennsylvania. But I met so many good people. It was well worth it.